Hey, how you doing? Alex here. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my journey through the college recruiting process and how I went from a very average to below average player, especially starting off, to a Division I starter and three-time captain that went to 3 regionals and just had an amazing career. And I'm not talking about statistically, because honestly I was a very average player at the college level. I wasn't elite by any means, but the experience that college baseball and being a student athlete at that next level gave me, and that there were so many things that I was able to carry on after I got done playing that has helped me in so many ways, from leadership to life skills to friendships and mentors, all of those things that, again, I was able to carry on. And that's really why I do what I do today, is help high school athletes go through this college recruiting process and really help them find the best college fit for them so they can get those experience and hopefully carry it on with them after they're done playing. Then, by the way, if you're new to my channel, my name is Alex Swinson. I'm a former Division I college baseball coach, scout, and recruiter. Once I got done playing, I got in the coaching world and recruiting world and was at Jacksonville University, where I played, and Georgetown and Ole Miss. And again, now what I do is help high school athletes go through this college recruiting process. But when I look back to my high school career from a lens of a college scout and a recruiter, I was, again, very, very average. I'm actually going to pull up my numbers right here, freshman year in high school, and still freshman, still young, but I was below average. I had a lot to work to do, and as a scout, and if I'm looking and evaluating myself and being honest with myself, I did. That's exactly what I would say. Like, hey, we have a lot of work to do from a strength standpoint, from speed program to arm strength to hitting, all of that. And luckily, I was blessed with a good work ethic. I worked really, really hard. I had good coaches around me. I actually had somebody, a good family friend that was a previous college recruiter and player, and helped me go through this college recruiting process and really just help best position me. I've kind of come full circle, and now I'm doing that now. But man, there was peaks and there was valleys through this. There was a lot of doubts through things of going to showcases and camps and getting evaluated and getting silenced. I got a lot of no's going through this process, but you only need one, and it was a perfect fit for me. So I want to also talk a little bit about a roadmap for you or your son that's going through this college recruiting process, and I want to pull up that right now. All right, there are 5 things that I want to cover with you that's going to help you get to the next level, the roadmap, if you will, and stay with me, especially 3, 4, and 5, because not a lot of people think about this going through the college recruiting process. But number 1 is the foundation of the college recruiting process, is skill and strength development. We have to have skills to play at the next level. The beautiful thing is there are all different type of skill levels at the next level, from Division I and tiers within Division I, tiers within Division II, tiers within Division III, NAIA and JUCO. So there's all these different tiers here, but skill and strength development of what these college coaches are looking for at your position, the skill set and the strength that they're looking for too. So skill development and strength, which is obviously in the weight room, being in the weight room and starting this as soon as possible. Number 2, academics. All right. Hey, this is a huge separator from a recruiting process, because there's a comparable athlete out there just like you or just like your son, and they will always take the player that has the better academics. So don't let the academic side separate you in the negative way of, like, they take the guy with the higher academics. So stay focused in the classroom. Number 3 is maximizing exposure through your highlight video, through social media, through camps and showcases and tournaments. And this is where it gets tricky, because there's a lot of showcases and camps and even tournaments that are not worth it. And you need somebody with an experience to know which ones are worth it, so you're not wasting time, money, and energy. So whether that's your high school coach, your travel ball coach, or a guy like myself helping you through that, just have somebody help you there, of maximizing exposure when in person, and making sure your target schools that are recruiting your position. Number 4, communicate with college coaches. You being proactive in this process, you communicating with them, whether it's at a showcase, whether it's at a camp, whether it's on social media, whether it's through email, communicating with them. And lastly, get help and be proactive in this process. So Going at this blind, it can be really, really tough. Has it been done before? Absolutely. All right. Usually, it's the guys that are. It's very easy for them. The guys that are getting recruited freshman or sophomore year, super, super early, that are throwing 95 already. Those are exceptions. It is easy for them. But if you're an athlete like myself, that is a good athlete but is not elite, get some help through this process. Whether, again, it doesn't have to be me, but it could be your high school coach or your travel ball coach, guiding you and directing you, and you doing your part, because you have to do your part too. These college coaches want to see you. They want to talk to you, because you're going to ultimately be with them for the next 4 years when you get to college. And then from a timing perspective, get started sooner than later. By the time we were getting into our senior year, recruiting is pretty much done. So that the kind of the golden time is from sophomore year to junior year. That is definitely when you want to get started. I would recommend sophomore year, because that's when college coaches really get started and get guys on their radar, and even freshman year from a skill and developmental standpoint, and making sure you're locked in. But hopefully you got something from this video. If you did, smash that like button, that thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I put out a weekly video on college recruiting and highlighting different colleges going through. I'll see you in the next one.